is Jay Taylor here doing an episode from Simply Single, which are the adventures that I've had being single, hence the title Simply Single. One of the best parts of being single is you get to meet random girls at bars and take them home with you, which is phenomenal. I love to do that. I am not scared of HIV or AIDS or herpes and all that stuff. I use condoms, and I don't fuck with skeezy girls. But you can't necessarily tell who has an STD or not. So first and foremost, make sure you cover your stump before you hump. No glove, no love. Attack your packer before you attack her, okay? Those are my advice. Now, I was in San Francisco one weekend. I was getting really fucking wasted, shit on my mind drunk. And I meet this sort of goth girl at a bar, and we're hanging out drinking, we're taking shots together, and she decides, hey, you should come back to my place and get some drinks. It'll be a little less expensive than getting drunk at the bar, and then we'll turn around and we'll come back to the bar. I'm like, fuck yeah, because any opportunity to save money is a good opportunity. We cross the street, we go a few blocks down the road from our bar, and we go to her apartment building, and we're in the elevator just kind of hanging out, and in the elevator just chilling, and she leans over and starts kissing me. And at first it's like a normal kiss, but then it starts turning more and more feral, more like some sort of like angry cat trying to get like the last bit of tuna fish out of my back molar. So this girl's tongue raping me up against the wall of the elevator. The door opens up to her floor, and she pulls me out of the elevator with this sort of like She-Hulk strength and slams me against a door that's not hers and starts making out with me and like kneeing the door and slamming on it and spins around, and then she pushes up against another door, and I'm kind of into it now, so I'm dry humping her up against this other guy's door, and she's slamming on the door. And then the doors open up, and the people who live there come out like, what the fuck's wrong with us? And we run down the hallway to her apartment, and they're kind of cussing us out. We go into her apartment. It's sparsely furnished, pretty decent. Grab a seat on the couch, and she goes in the fridge and pulls out some beers and a bottle of vodka. And she shuts both down, and we're taking shots of vodka, and we're sipping on the beer. She's like, wait a minute, I've got something. She goes in the back bedroom, and you hear music coming on. She turns on, like, Portishead, that Massive Attack song, that teardrop song, that teardrop emotion. So that's, like, playing out of her back bedroom. She comes out, and she sits on my lap and kisses me, and she puts a pill in my mouth with her tongue. And I'm like, what is this? I'm like, oh, what is this? She's like, oh, it's E, So I swallow the E pill. She takes the E pill. We wash it down with some vodka, and we start drinking. And we're making out and getting heavy. Fast forward, like, 15, 20 minutes, the E starts kicking in, and I'm feeling pretty good. And we move into the back bedroom where we remove our clothing and begin doing what adults do when they're drinking and taking drugs. We fucked, or we were in the process of fucking. So while we're fucking, we're getting it going on, I hear a noise outside in the living room, and I know the E's kicking in, so I'm not sure if I'm hearing things. So I'm like, oh, do you have any roommates, And she's like, no, don't have any roommates, I'm still hitting it. And I swear I hear the fucking door lock. I can swear I hear like the noise out there. So I'm like, dude, there's someone out there. There's someone outside, dude. What's going on? Who's in your house? She's like, oh, this isn't my house. This is my ex-boyfriend's house. We broke up a few weeks ago. I just still have the keys. I'm like, well, what the fuck am I doing here? And she goes, well, you feel like you're being taken advantage of? You having a good time? Do you want to stop? And I'm like, no, not really. So I keep hitting it, and eventually the boots walk back into the room, and I hear the door open up. Now I'm hitting this girl doggy style, and she's facing away from the door, so I turn around, and the door opens up, and haloed in the doorway, silhouetted, is this like 6'5", bald, angry-looking, trucker-ass motherfucker. Now I'm on E right now, ball deep in this guy's ex-girlfriend, and I turn around, I look at him, I'm like, oh, shit. He turns on the light, and he's like, Sarah, what the fuck are you doing? And Sarah's like, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm fucking a nigger in your bed. I look around the room at this point in time, and there is freaking redneck memorabilia, country flags, and a giant fucking rebel flag on the side of the wall. I'm like, oh shit, at this time. I realize kind of what I've gotten myself into besides a dose of tight pussy. He rushes towards the bed. I fall over her. He falls onto her. She's kind of turning around screaming and clawing at him. I reach back and I grab the rebel flag off the back of the wall. I grab it and rip it off and wrap it around me, and I run out of the fucking bedroom because I'm not sure what else to fucking do. I can't get my clothes or anything. I have no time for this. This guy's a fucking lunatic. Run down the hallway, take a right. The door's locked. I'm unlocking the door. I fucking fling it open. I run down the hallway. I'm screaming fucking bloody murder. Giant fucking lumberjack redneck Bill is chasing behind me, fucking screaming every racial term he can and trying to cuss my very balls. We're run down the flight of steps, out the front door, down the street. I got this giant redneck chasing me. I'm naked, wrapped in nothing but a rebel flag. I run about 6 blocks or so before he finally gives up chase. I'm heading down Geary to my boy's house. I knock on his door. It's like 2:15. Knock on his door, wake him up. He's like, dude, what's going on? I'm like, dude, just fucked some redneck's girlfriend. Now he's trying to kill me. Can I crash in your couch? Again, these are true stories and things that have happened to me while being single. And this is Single, episode 1. Peace.